I mean, I guess the thing I want to say is to try and challenge some assumptions that we make. Doubt is almost unmentionable in Christian circles. I don't mean a kind of lack of assurance that sometimes comes, but genuine questions about whether I really believe that the things that Jesus said and did are true. And I think I would want to encourage someone that actually that's normal. It's normal to struggle to believe certain things. We live in a world where most people are not Christians. They don't believe what Jesus said or did. And therefore doubt is going to be part of life. The second assumption that I'd want to challenge is that atheists are neutral. They don't come from a neutral position. Everyone comes with an agenda. People who don't believe in God, the Bible tells us, don't believe in God because they don't want to. And therefore no one is standing in a sort of neutral position saying, here, I've examined all the evidence and this is the conclusion I've come to. And then in terms of strategies for dealing with doubt myself, I mean, I think it's really good in churches to be able to talk about it so that we don't think that the normal experience of faith is kind of sailing along with no doubts at all. It seems to me, what really helped me was reading Hebrews 11 and the list of men of faith. And they all seem certain, no doubts at all. And then comparing that with their stories. So example would be Abraham, who is described as a man of faith. And he was. He's a father of faith. But he also managed to pass his wife off as his sister twice because he was frightened. He didn't really seem to entirely trust God for the future as far as having a child for him and Sarah was concerned. And so then that makes you think maybe actually this isn't what faith is meant to be, what I think is. Maybe it's something slightly different. And I think another thing that's really helpful I found is not withdrawing from people, not withdrawing from church, which is what we tend to do when we're faced with doubt, but keeping going. What encourages me when I sometimes struggle to believe is keeping going with ministry, trying to help others come to understand about Jesus for themselves, trying to share something of what I believe with them, seeing the gospel at work changing people. I think that can be hugely helpful. And try not to let the tail wag the dog. If I've got a small area of doubt, deal with it, ask for help, but keep going and not letting it shake everything that I know.